Thank y'all so much for tuning back in. Listen, I want to talk about this, okay? See, after you go through grief, heartbreak, loss, listen, divorce, anxiety, depression, listen, after you go through all of these trials, all of these tribulations, okay? Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you lost a family member. Listen, I don't know. Maybe you went through, I don't know. People go through stuff all the time, every day. But listen, I'm back. If you've been through a tough season, emotional pain, loss, struggle, maybe you've been dealing with mental health issues, okay? Listen, this video is for you because, see, right now, your new chapter is beginning. So the peace that you have been waiting for is finally here. And so the hard part, like I said, is over. The hard part is over, okay? Yes, pain ain't never easy, but it feels heavy, isolating, and sometimes it could be endless, okay? I done been in seasons of my life where I done been through one thing after another. Death, heartbreak, loss, divorce, listen, all kind of stuff. Do y'all hear me? So the pain is also, it's a teacher. It's a guide that pushes us to grow. It pushes us to awaken, and it also pushes you to change, right? So you got to think about a seed. And it's buried in the dark soil, right? And so, listen, okay, it needs to break open and go through darkness before it can sprout through the light, okay? So that, right there. Before it can sprout towards the light. Let me say it again. You have to go through darkness, right? So your pain, it has been that dark soil. It was necessary. Yes, it was uncomfortable, okay, but it was essential for your transformation, right? And so let me tell you something. How do you know when the painful season is coming to an end? Here goes some signs. These are some signs that you're entering into a new chapter, okay? You begin to feel moments of calmness, even after chaos, okay? You start dreaming again. Maybe even of new possibilities, or you have just a fresh start, right? Your energy shifts from survival mode, okay, to something lighter, hopeful, more curious, and you start to notice, listen, you start to notice the signs and the synchronicities, right? Okay, it's just the small signs that remind you that there's more ahead. So these are just the gentle signs, okay, the signals from your soul and the universe telling you that it's time to turn the page. It's time, okay? And so how to embrace this peace after pain, okay? It means leaning more into healing rather than resisting it, okay? And this is how you could do it. You want to practice self-compassion. Give yourself some grace. Be gentle with yourself, okay? Because, see, listen, healing is not easy. Healing is messy, y'all. And most times people don't heal. I always say this because healing is messy. They don't want to confront them hard parts, okay? The hard parts, the ugly parts on the inside of themselves, people, okay? But it's okay. It's okay to have good days. It's okay to have bad days, okay? But you got to release what no longer serves you. So this might be like old grudges, negative beliefs, toxic relationships. Let go so your spirit can breathe, okay? Then you got to learn how to create a sacred space. I talked about angelic silence, okay? Creating you a sacred space, right? And so, listen, you got to find moments of quiet time, meditation, prayer, wherever you feel connected. This grounds your energy, but it also invites in that silence, the angelic silence and that calmness, right, over your spirit. You got to learn how to be calm. You go from chaos to being calm, right? Listen. You got to set intentions for your new chapter too. Write down what you want your life to feel like moving forward. You want to have joy. You want to have freedom. You want to be, listen, you want to have love, okay? You want to be creative. Whatever it is that you want to do, make sure you write these things down, okay? And you set the intentions, okay? Write out what it is that you want to do, okay? Then you got to surround yourself with some other bosses like you, okay? Remember I told you bosses surround themselves with other bosses, right? So you got to surround yourself with other people that are doing what you doing. They got the same mindset, y'all going in the same direction. And so, listen, so two people can walk together that agree, right? Whether that's in your personal life or your business relationships. But you got to surround yourself with support, right? Whether it's friends, mentors, you got to get you some spiritual guides. Y'all know I always tell y'all that in the multitude of counselors, there is safety, right? But see, where there is no counsel, the people, they fall, y'all. So if you ain't never had a counselor, coach, guidance, mentor, spiritual guide, get it in your life. Get somebody that can help you spiritually, okay? Listen, and don't walk this path alone, because God ain't never called you to be by yourself. That ain't what he called you to do. Yes, he set you apart, but he ain't called you to be alone. No, he called you to be around other people like you. Remember, the prophets are subject to the prophets, right? So listen, let me say this. Let me keep going, y'all, for I get excited with this thing, right? So you got to remember that peace is it's not something that you find outside of yourself. It is not. It's a state of being that grows within you when you allow healing to actually unfold. So I invite you to repeat this affirmation with me. I release the pain of the past. Say it. Say, I release the pain of the past. I welcome peace into my heart, okay? And I'm open to the blessings of my new chapter, okay? So thank you so much for being here. If this message touched you, I want you to please like, please share, subscribe. Tell me in the comments, what is one sign, okay, you're ready for peace? What's the one sign? So until next time, take gentle care of yourself, because why? The hard part, baby, is over.